in what could be one of the worst quarters ever in retail history, Penney seems to be running out of options. Where exactly did the retailer go wrong, and does it have a chance of coming back? Grant Cardone, he joins me now. He's an international sales expert and the author of the 10X Rule, the only difference between success and failure. Hey, Grant, welcome to the show. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Gerri.
You know, this story blows me away. Is there any way this company can come back? I mean, they've made some big missteps.
Sure, they can come back. When they go back to the founding principles of James Cash Penney, who founded the company in 1902, based on customer experience, the golden rules of retail, really giving the customer more than they ever expected, which is not something they pay for. That goes beyond what they came to get, the product and the price. And Penney's has completely abandoned those concepts. When they get back to that, they have a chance of bringing back customer loyalty.
Look, the report was sales down 28.4%. Boom. I mean, that's
brutal.
bad. That is, I mean,
brutal.
It's terrible.
Yeah, at a time when we got an economy that appears to be recovering and other retail environments succeeding, automobile dealers are doing great. The Macy's is improving. Radio Shack is doing well. And then J.C. Penney, this great American brand, is suffering. Why?
Because
you know, it's interesting. James, Penney used to say that he believed it was criminal, a crime, not to sell the customer. When you go to a J.C. Penney today, you're lucky to get greeted. You won't be acknowledged, much less sold anything.
They're not about that right now. We actually went to the street and we asked New Yorkers what they thought of when they heard the name J.C. Penney. Here's what they said.
J.C. Penney, cheap clothes.
Not happy with it anymore.
Change. Too much change.
Okay.
We want the coupons, we want the sales back.
Okay.
I think, like she said, cheap. It just kind of has a cheap little undertone a little bit, though.
Yeah.
I don't sales. I don't shop at J.C. Penney.
Apple computer.
Oh, cheap clothes.
Clothes.
I think of pillows.
J.C. Penney.
She's a Gucci girl. Well, let me explain something out of that. The fellow who said Apple, he's referring to the fact that Ron Johnson runs a company, and he was he developed the Apple Store. It's a highly successful Apple Store concept that everybody loves. It doesn't even feel like a store. It feels like you're in a hotel, high-end hotel lobby or something. Why can't he make that translate? What is the disconnect between developing the most successful retail format of the last 50 years and what's going on right now in a J.C. Penney store in any country, any city in the country?
Yeah, because the interest in a piece of new technology is different than the interest in a Hanes T-shirt. You know, look, price drives people to apparel. It doesn't close the transaction. And technology, the gimmick of technology, the interest in new technology is what drives traffic. So when Johnson came in and went to their everyday pricing, it's a nice gimmick, but the reality is, you know, you've abandoned 80 years of consumers being familiar with coupons and immediate sales and discount opportunities, which was driving the traffic. Now J.C. Penney needs to figure out how to make that second and that third sale.
Well, what else would you do? What would you do? I mean, you'd bring back sales, okay, but what else?
No, look, they need to hire a company like myself where I would come in and turn that company around. Seriously, I would say, look, it's not an ivory. No, it's not an ivory tower solution.
That's what I'm asking you.
That company would do this. They would go in and turn this into a sales environment and say, look, we are here to make a sale. We cannot create customer loyalty without assisting a client. They would develop a customized training program for the group so the JCP or JC Penney or whatever they want to call themselves would have from the front door, a greeting to the department, to the cash register, all the way to follow-up, and then they would stay with that customer and really create a customer loyalty experience that people want to pay for.
If they have big sales, I think they get a lot of people back. I think people just want the sales.
Absolutely.
Grant, it's good to have you here. Good to see you, mister. Thanks for being with us and helping us explain this really kind of sad story. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, Gerri.